ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Grok, Perplexity. There are so many choices now when it comes to different AI chatbots that you can use. It can feel a little overwhelming, but I'm going to make it easy for you. As someone who uses these tools every single day, I think I have a pretty good understanding of which ones are the best depending on exactly what you need. Let's start with ChatGPT. After all, this was really the first one on the scene, and it continues to be the most popular, and honestly, there's a good reason for that. ChatGPT is extremely accessible. Of all the AI chatbots on this list, it's probably the most developed in terms of the features that are built into the actual AI chatbot. It's got some great image generation tools that produce pretty good results, although it's not the best image generation tool on this list. It also does things really well like research, but again, as good as this is, there are some better options on the list. They've also been building out some awesome features like agents, which spins up this virtual environment where it's a browser that is self-contained. It's actually navigating the web for you and clicking around, searching for what you're looking for. So if there's something it can't just natively do by itself, well, it can actually browse the web and find the answers for you or do the work for you. It also has tons of customizations in the settings, and it connects with more apps than any of the other tools on this list. There's so many different things you can connect up with it, like Apple Music, we have Canva, Notion, Lovable, Instacart. So with all of that inside of this one chatbot, you can really access all these different services just by coming over to a new chat on ChatGPT. Now, as for the models themselves, they have many strengths over the competitors. First, they are fantastic at brainstorming. On the mobile app, there's also a voice chat, which other chatbots have, but ChatGPT's is just the best. Not only is it the best functioning voice chat, but because of the ChatGPT model and just how good it is at brainstorming, those two combined really give it a huge edge. It allows you to have that open. You can chat with it. You can have ideas bouncing around. It's a really great tool for kind of thinking up new ideas. ChatGPT itself is just awesome at content creation, creative writing, and coding as well. It's also multimodal, so you can upload images and it can analyze those images, although it's not the strongest feature compared to other models. Overall, this is kind of a jack of all trades. It's kind of good at everything, even if it's not the best at all the things it can do. Bottom line, if you just want one AI for everything, ChatGPT is going to be a safe bet. But if you're looking for something more tailored to a specific need, you may want to check out some of the other options. Now let's look at Claude by Anthropic. It has a very loyal user base, mostly of coders, but it's gaining popularity amongst non-coders as well. Personally, I think one of the greatest strengths of Claude is how it handles uploaded files. You can give it PDFs, text documents, CSV, HTML, and Markdown. There's a bunch of others as well. And I think you can upload somewhere like 20 files into the chat. And it's awesome at handling all of that information. So if you're a business that's really document heavy, this is a great option. They also have these things called projects. Projects not only organize different chats together that are related, but within each project, there are a custom set of instructions and knowledge base for all the chats that you start inside that project. Other AI chatbots, of course, have things like this. I just find that Claude handles it a bit better because Claude is able to maintain the context when you give it a ton of information. Other AI chatbots kind of get lost with all that information. Claude does an excellent job of just staying on task and knowing what's going on despite you dumping a ton of information on it. But to get the most out of Claude, you want a Mac and the Mac Claude app, because with that, you get access to something called Cowork. Cowork allows Claude to interact with the files directly on your computer. So if you have an extremely messy desktop, for instance, Cowork can actually organize all those files into separate folders for you. Once again, this is excellent for anyone who deals with a lot of files, or if you're in a career where you have to deal with a lot of files. As for the models themselves, these are without a doubt some of the strongest on the market. They're extremely good at coding, they can handle long-form content, and for agents, they're undoubtedly one of the best models. It's also very obviously missing image generation. Even after all this time, there's no built-in way to actually generate images using Claude. It It really focuses more on text, and it does an excellent job at that. But I almost never recommend Claude to the average user who isn't into coding, just because of how confusing and limiting their price structure is. So they basically have two plans. The first one is $17 a month if billed annually, but that's $20 a month if you do month to month. And their max plan starts at $100 a month, but a lot of people end up paying $200 a month for the upgraded max plan. Now that's not too much different than ChatGPT. As you can see right here, they have a plus plan that's $20 a month and a pro plan that's $200 a month, but they do have this new cheaper tier that's just $8 a month. But comparing the plus plan that's $20 a month to this pro plan, which is, again, about $20 a month, they're actually very different because Claude has very strict usage limits. You can only use Claude a certain amount every single day before you have to wait for your limits to reset. So here you can see my current session limits. I've used 5% and that resets in 4 hours. So it resets a few times per day. But what makes it very confusing is that there's also a weekly limit as well. And there are reports of plenty of people who hit their weekly limit in just a few days, and then they're not able to use Claude at all for the rest of the week. Myself, I'm just on the $20 a month plan, and I frequently hit these limits, even though I really don't use Claude all that often. So unless you're a developer, a researcher, or doing a lot of coding, I really wouldn't recommend Claude. And if you are going to use it, you will probably need that max plan, which starts at about $100 a month. Next, let's look at Gemini, Google's answer to the AI race. It was a little bit late on the scene, but it has made up significant ground over the past year. What makes Gemini unique is just how ingrained it is into the tools that you already use. You can find it in Gmail, you can find it in Docs, you can even find it directly inside your Chrome browser itself. In addition to that, a Gemini subscription also gives you access to a ton of other AI tools that were made by Google, like Notebook LM and Flow, tools that quite frankly could be standalone paid services all on their own, but they're all packaged together with a Google AI subscription. As for the chatbot itself, Gemini is really the best multimodal AI. It excels at processing images, videos, audio, text, and it excels at creating those. It is the best image generation tool that I have tried. It also does fantastic image editing, taking ordinary photos of yourself and transforming them into something a lot more professional. You can do video generation with it as well. It's a little bit limited in how often that you can use it, but the uses that you do get out of it are excellent. It's also the best at putting text on images for things like infographics. Gemini has a 1 million token context window. Now, a lot of people report that Gemini has a high hallucination rate, although personally, I haven't seen it to be much higher than the others on the list here today, but it does come up often enough as a complaint from other people that I think it's important for me to mention. Now, you can use Gemini completely for free, or you can sign up for one of the Google AI subscriptions. There's Plus, which is $8 a month, Pro, which is $20 a month, and Ultra, which is $250 a month. But honestly, most people are gonna be able to get a lot of use just out of the Plus or Pro plan. Overall, I think Gemini is one of the best deals on this list. It is just an all-around great AI chatbot that also excels in certain areas like images and videos. Certainly, if you're deeply ingrained in the Google ecosystem, it's sort of a no-brainer. Next, we'll talk about the tool that people used to call the Google search replacement, Perplexity. What made this unique is that this is very search forward. It was one of the first models that would search the internet in real time as you asked your questions, ensuring that you receive the most current information available. The answers that it produces for you almost always feel like a research report with tons of citations that you can hover over and click into to go to the website that it used as a source for the answer that it gave you. So you can always fact check everything that it sent you. It will often create tables like this to easily understand the results that it's giving you. And it is very fast in its answers. I think this is one of the best AI tools for getting quick, fast answers and doing research. But in my opinion, that's all I have found it really to be useful for. So as other tools on this list get better and better when it comes to research, I find myself using Perplexity less and less. But it does have one killer feature, which is Comet Browser. This is an AI-powered browser. By activating the assistant on the top right, you can not only use it to interact with the content on this page, but you can also have it take action for you directly in your browser. Other AI tools can do things like this. Claude has something like this, ChatGPT and Gemini at this point. But I personally have found that Comet's is the most accurate and the fastest as well when it comes to having an agent like this inside your browser. Perplexity basically has 3 different plans. There's the free version of it. There's the pro version, which is $17 a month when billed annually, and Max, which is $167 a month when billed annually. Honestly, I think most people are more than fine on the free plan. And that's because on the free plan, you're going to be able to use Perplexity a lot just to ask it different queries, and you're going to get really good answers with it, even if you don't have access to the top models or the top tools available inside of Perplexity. It also gives you access to Comet. Comet is available worldwide for free now. Pro will give you some benefits, like you'll be able to select and switch between different models. You're also able to answer more complex questions and build reports and documents and apps. But because I think Perplexity is sort of quite limited in what I think it's good at, which is research, and other tools are getting very, very good at research, I really don't think that there's a strong need for most people to have a paid subscription to Perplexity. And finally, we have Grok by xAI, Elon Musk's AI company. Grok is a very capable AI chatbot for just chatting, brainstorming, talking with it, and image generation as well. But Grok's most distinctive feature is its ability to access live data from X. This allows it to provide up-to-date information about breaking news, trending topics, and current events. It's super useful for spotting viral topics and to keep track of what's trending. It's also got a lot more personality than other models and historically has had looser content policies than other chatbots on this list. If you're a content creator, social media manager, or you just need to stay on top of what's trending, Grok is built for that. But because the paid plan is $30 a month, if you're going to use Grok, I think most people can get plenty of usage just by sticking with the free plan. Now, if you're overwhelmed, that is normal. Each model has its own strengths, and if you're like me, you probably want the best of all worlds. Luckily, with the help of today's sponsor, you don't need to choose. This is i10X. It's an all-in-one chat that allows you to access all the major models from one place. Inside of here, you get access to OpenAI models like GPT 5.2, Google's models like Gemini 3 Pro and 2.5 Flash. We have xAI models like Grok 4 and 4.1, Anthropic's Claude models, and even others like DeepSeek. They also have this really cool feature called Chat Arena. By opening this up, you can select 2 different chat AI models up here at the top, ask one question, and get 2 different responses from each AI model. So you can see which one you like the best for that type of prompt to make sure you only use that one in the future. We talked before about how excellent Perplexity is at research. Well, over here on the left, we have deep research, and this is powered by Perplexity Sonar Pro. You also get access to AI image generation, and you're not just limited to one company's AI model. You get OpenAI's models in here like Image 1.5. We have Google's models like Nano Banana and Nano Banana Pro, and even models from Flux. And there's even AI video generation models in here as well. One way I see a lot of people using a service like i10X is they'll use the free version of Gemini or ChatGPT as like their everyday chatbot. But then if they want access to these more powerful models or models from other companies, they can just come in here, switch between GPT-5, Gemini 3 Pro, Grok 4, or Claude Sonnet. And that way you don't have to pay for all these different subscriptions or have all these different accounts. Everything can be in one place. It gives you access to all the benefits of having a direct Gemini subscription while still maintaining access to all the best models that are available inside of i10X. i10X starts at just $8 a month if you go with annual billing, or $10 a month if you pay month to month. It does work on a credit system, but if you want unlimited chats with the basic and advanced models, you can go with the unlimited plan here on the left. If you want to sign up for it, I'll have a link for it in the description down below. And thank you i10x for sponsoring this video. So what do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below which AI chatbot you use and why. Or are you one of those people that use more than one? Let me hear about it in the comment section. These are, after all, just my opinions based on my experiences. You may have a completely different opinion on all these different tools, so let me hear about it in the comment section down below. Then, if you want a more in-depth guide on how to use Gemini, check out this video right here. It goes over the best way to use Gemini and to get started with it, and all the tools that are available inside of Gemini. So definitely click on this video, and I'll see you over there in just 1 second. Bye for now.